Chapter 37. But she's a black shirt too. It was like losing Sophie all over again. Cannonball Baby hurled herself at the van. Ida Barnes was thumping on the back door. "You can't do this!" Baby hollered, "She don't want to go!" and joined Ida hammering on the door. And from the inside, Bonnie Barnes, a little version of Sophie, banged on the window too with both fists. But the fat old copper, Sergeant Jackson, huffed over from having locked the undertaker in the Black Maria. His chubby fingers gripped tight round Ida's arm. "Now, Ida, you know what? No, it's best. It's for the best. You're not old enough to look after Bonnie." Baby knew for a fact that Ida was. "You sound just like Uncle Arthur, and can't you see? She's in it with him. They did it together. She's a black shirt too." But the old copper, huffing and puffing with Ida struggling, just grunted, "Evidence, Ida. Get me some evidence." Baby locked arms with Ida. "If you takes her, you takes me and all." At last, Baby and Ida, they joined up. "Like I say, miss," said Sergeant Jackson, "the lady hadn't done anything wrong. Well, she hadn't broken the law." "She has, and I know where the evidence is," shouted Ida at the top of her voice. But he'd stopped listening. Mrs. Buller was pointing at the girls. "Well, take those too, but leave the dog." Way out front, guarding them all as best he could, Frank snarled his best guard dog snarl. "Split!" shouted Baby, flinging her arms out and pointing in opposite directions. Brian, Fingers, Robert and Sophie, who had very quickly found her place in the gang, ran like they'd exploded. But before any of them could get any distance, yet another van, the laundry van, all fixed and the engine purring like a tiger, parked between Underwoods and the Black Maria. A lady in an old-fashioned coat and a fruit basket for a hat slid out of the passenger seat. The girls stopped in their snowy tracks. The lady waved her gloved hand at the girls, now forming a wide circle round the three vans. "Officer, these young people belong to me. They are all employed by my laundry, in a part-time capacity, of course, and I've come to take them home. Miss Barnes, too, if you will." Baby unhooked Ida from the bewildered policeman's arm. "Come on, Ida. You can't afford to lose this job." She winked, a face-stretching wink. "You know, Mrs. Watts don't take no nonsense." Leonard leaned out through the driver's window. "I'm sorry about the dodgy fan belt. Only remembered when it was too late. The boss said Ernie could give me a lift to get the van because Mother was all right after all." Baby swiped her finger across her neck to stop him talking. Gin, in Leonard's ma's Sunday best, was shaking her head too, trying desperately to do the same. She was right. Leonard was lovely, with lots of friends, but he was a right noodle at playing along. Mrs. Buller was too busy huffing and snorting at being thwarted to notice. "We'll make do with the younger Barnes girl. Come on, chop chop. I have to collect my car at that idiot Roger's garage." She squeezed into the front seat. With little Bonnie's angel face in the back window, they sped away.